Hi, this is Cynthia with Triumphant and Treasured. We will continue today our series of videos and helping you understand the contents of this book, Walk with a Widow, which is designed to facilitate the process of understanding walking alongside a widow for a non-widow or churches for individuals who have not had this experience. Today we will talk about walking alongside the children of a widow. Children grieve very differently than adults do, and the nuances of their grief are not easy to grasp, and it differs from child to child. It is a complicated process for anybody, let alone a grieving widow, to minister to and walk alongside a grieving child. Regardless of the age of the children, the reality is they've lost a father. Regardless of the process and the methodology that applies to the loss, it's still a loss. And grief is a very difficult emotion to handle, and it affects every aspect of your life. When my husband died, my two daughters were adults. And even so, it was a very, very difficult process walking alongside them in their grief because I could barely manage my own grief. Many a time I think we just held each other up, and some days one of us was able to support the others, but most days not any one of us was in a position to truly grasp the grief of the other, because each of us so consumed with our own grief. And that is the reality of a household that's been plunged into grief. This is why it becomes very necessary and imperative that loved ones, church communities, Sunday school teachers, pastors, friends, parents of friends come alongside the grieving widow in assisting their children walk through the process of grief. We cover a lot of ideas on how to do this, some very practical ways without really having to understand the psychotherapy part of walking alongside a person that's grieving. Some very practical tips on how you can be present in the life of a grieving child and therefore in the life of a grieving widow. Too many times we resist the need or the desire to minister to a grieving person because of a lack of understanding. It's okay to not understand. What's most important is to just make yourself available and let a person know that you are available. If you apply some of the tools that have been given to you in this book in pages 20 to 22, I think you'll find yourself moving along quite well in understanding what it takes to walk alongside these children. The impact of what you do is lifelong in the life of the child, because the trajectory of this child's life can and will be changed based on the support you as a loving individual in their life would offer them. The child who has the opportunity to engage in some sense of normalcy in the midst of the chaos of grief and death and loss, this child has so much better a chance of living a full life as an adult, as opposed to a child who has felt abandoned, neglected, unloved, etc., not just in general, but very specifically as a result of the loss of a father. Gentlemen, if you can step up and fill the void in the life of a young boy or young man. Ladies, if you would step up and fill the void in the life of a young woman, And if the relationship between you and your husband allows it, and if the relationship between you and the family allows it, you as a couple can connect with a young girl who has lost her father. Just knowing that there is a father figure in her life will make a lasting impact on how she handles future relationships in her life. And I assure you, her widowed mother will thank you for walking alongside this grieving family. And thank you for taking the time to listen to this video. And I would invite you to purchase a copy of this book on Amazon and read the pages that would help you walk alongside the children of widows. God bless you, and I will see you at the next Face to Face Fridays.